Hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. This is going to be another album versus album. And I came up with this one myself. So I've done a few requests for them, but I thought this might be an interesting one. This might be a close call between you guys, what you think is a better album. So I thought I'd be interested to see what you think. So it's two Queen albums, 1977's News of the World, with that awesome cover. Their sixth studio album. And then we go on to it's going up against The Game from 1980, their eighth studio album. So 3 years later from 1980. So we'll see how this comes out. Before I start, they're two pretty good albums as far as I'm concerned, but we'll talk about each one and I'll tell you what I think I prefer. So here we go, guys. Things start off with this one. Of course, everyone knows the band: Freddie Mercury, Brian May, John Deacon and Roger Taylor. They all write, they're all excellent songwriters. Three vocalists in the band, mainly Freddie, of course, but with his awesome voice, but the other two are fine singers. And here we go. So it starts off with the Brian May song, We Will Rock You. Everyone knows this. This has been played at sports stadiums forever and a day, on the radio. And a good stomping sort of anthem, isn't it? We always liked it. Overplayed, of course. We've heard it a million times, but still get a kick out of hearing it. Then that goes straight into We Are the Champions, which were often paired together, these songs. So We Are the Champions, the Freddie song, classic anthem. And I loved it back in the day, still love it, but as again, a lot of these songs are being played, as you said, the overplay factor, but you can't let that hinder you when you're doing this sort of video. So that's a classic track from Freddie. Then the very metal like She Heart Attack, which there was an album called She Heart Attack earlier on, but this is the song which appeared on this album. The Roger Taylor song. Really heavy, really bombastic. Always liked it. Not my favorite, but always liked the song. Then we got Brian May taking the vocals on All Dead, All Dead, a very nice track. The lyrics are a bit peculiar, but the song itself, the melody is very nice. Always liked that. I like his voice on this too, All Dead, All Dead. Good song. Then one of my favorites, John Deacon wrote it. Freddie sings it, Spread Your Wings, a great song. Very dynamic, very emotive vocal from Freddie. He does one of his greatest vocals, or there's many of those though. Then we get Roger Taylor singing Fright from the Inside, his own song. A good rock track, I would say, pretty good. Not my favorite, but a good track. Then we go Get Down, Make Love. But that's a Freddie song. Very, lot of effects in it. A bit of studio wizardry in there. But a good rocking track all the same, really good. Then Brian May, Sleeping on the Sidewalk, he sings that. Bit bluesy, a bit different for Queen. Quite a good track, without being my favourite, but quite a good track. Who Needs You, that's, I think it's a John Deacon song, very acoustic driven. Good vocal from Freddie. It's Late, the Brian May song, one of their best ever, I think. Very hard rocking, and they really go for it in that song. Really good one. And the beautiful piano like ballad, My Melancholy Blues, which Freddie wrote, and a great song, or a really good song, that one, to end things off. So pretty good album all the way through there. You get there's some songs I like better than others, but the songs that I don't like as much are very good. So it's one of their best, I think, this album, for me anyhow. Then we go to The Game. This had a couple of big singles in America, mainly Crazy Little Thing Called Love and another one, Bites the Dust. It's very front loaded, I think, with as far as the singles go. So we'll go through it, play the game. A Freddie song, beautiful playing by Anne, Brian May in it as well. Great vocal, of course, from Freddie. And then Dragon Attack, very bass driven, but very good rock track, and great drums on it from Roger Taylor. Another one, Bites of Dust, you know, that the high on the bass when it starts, of course. John Deacon song, classic track, played to death, but a classic track nonetheless. Need Your Loving Tonight. Yeah, I love that song. It's a good deep cut. It's just a very catchy tune. I really love that. Crazy Little Thing Called Love, big hit. A bit of the, I guess, the Elvis vibe in that. But really, I remember first hearing that song. I had the single at the way back in the day. I loved it straight off, and I still like it. Played a lot, of course, but it's still good. And as you can see from what I've talked about, that side is a great side, a very strong side, one of their strongest sides, I think. Second side, not as strong, but good. So we get Rocket, Prime Joy next with Freddie sings the start and then Roger takes over. It's a Roger song. Pretty good rocking track, I think. Don't Try Suicide, the Freddie song. Questionable lyrics in that, but a bit on the controversial side. Not that great a song for me. Usually people pick this one out as the weak one, and I can see why. Yeah, pretty on a little bit. If you like the song, that's great, but for me, it's a bit on the lower tier of this album. Sail Away Sweet Sister, sung by Brian. Really nice track. Coming Soon, the Roger Taylor song. Not a bad track. Not great either, but not bad for me. Save Me's a killer song at the end. It's a Brian May song, actually, but sung by Freddie. It sounds like a Freddie song to me, but actually it's a Brian May song. And it's a great song as well. And was a single, I do believe, yeah. So, again, a great album, but very front-loaded. You get a lot of the great tracks at the beginning, but it does hold together really well, I think. But there you have it. Two pretty good albums. I'm just, what do I think's better? Well, it's a pretty tight call, but I already knew what my answer would be, and it's this album. I think it's a better album by them. And I think it'd be in my top 3 Queen albums. I think this one, it'd be high up there. It just, a lot of high points. The high points, both have got high points, but just takes it for me with, got It's Late and Spread Your Wings, We Are the Champions, and some great deep cuts as well, like My Melancholy Blues, All Dead. And both are good, but I just favour this one slightly. And this is a damn good album, though. So what do you think, guys out there? What do you prefer? Both really good Queen albums. I know people think a lot about this album. I love it too. I think it's an excellent album. It'd be in the higher reaches of my rankings if I do another ranking. I already did one of Queen, but but this one I just think is just a little bit better. But what do you guys? You might disagree. Comment down below, subscribe, all those things, guys. I'll do more of these sort of videos. As you know, if I get product, which hasn't been much lately, I will show it. But just what do you think of Queen and all these albums? I did a ranking last video, and I want to continue with that. I want to really get into the ranking, so I'm figuring another one out to do a ranking. So I will be doing that as well. But for now, it's just telling me what you think is the better album out of these two Queen albums. And for me, a tight call. I don't think it was a runaway win for News of the World, but just a tight call. But I went for that one. And it's, if not my favorite album, it's up there for Queen albums. All right, guys, comment down below and subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't, and it helps the channel along a bit. And I'll be back for many more videos in the not too distant future. See you guys very soon. Bye for now. Bye guys. Bye.